Hello, and welcome to the 30th episode of the 3GN podcast. I am, of course, your host, Danny, and I'm joined by my lovely, jubbly co-hosts, Monkey Chris.
Hello.
And Gary.
Aha! Guten Tag!
Yes, that's Gary. He's right there.
Behind you.
And Chris, we don't really know where he is, but he's probably somewhere.
The factory is still working hard to reconstruct him, that much I'm sure.
His insides are complicated.
Yeah,
Very.
but let us not dilly-dally, because last week I noticed that we only spent like 15 minutes on the actual topic. So
Wow.
yeah, so to cut to the chase, I'm gonna ramble now. Do any of you guys like Twinkies?
I can't say I've ever been in the presence of one.
Okay, what did you say,
High five,
Lewis?
Lewis.
Huh?
I didn't hear what Lewis
High
said.
five.
Oh.
I was basically the same as Gary.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought they were pretty good when I tried them last. And so I bought a pack because I had them in a local shop. And I tried one, I was like, oh, this isn't very good. But I bought a pack of them, so I ate another one. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm warming up to them. 9 Twinkies later, because apparently it was a 10-pack. I'm like,
Were you sure?
Hold on a minute.
You
Hold
were
on a minute.
short of Twinkie?
what?
Yeah!
Wait, what?
Lewis
You
just
just
pointed
said you
out, you
had
seem
9.
to be short of Twinkie.
You just said you had 9.
Exactly. I have one left. And I've been waiting for days, and it's because I don't know why. The first like 3 days where I ate those 9 others, or like 2 or 3 days, I was like, yeah, I can keep eating these. And when I got to the 9th one, I'm like, I don't really feel like it anymore. So now I just poured it out.
You got a lonely Twinkie.
I got one lonesome Twinkie, and I don't really know what to do because I don't really feel like eating it. But
You've
I know
gotten
what
to
you
the point where you've eaten so much of it, your taste buds and something or other have gotten bored of it.
yeah, I'm bored of it. It's not like I'm like, oh, I've eaten so many, I now find them disgusting. I just don't really feel like eating. And the thing is, when I bought the pack, I was like, oh, there's probably like 5 in it. But there were 10, which is twice the amount I expected. Of course, that's my own fault for not reading that there's obviously a 10 on it. And it says 10 individually wrapped cakes. So it's kind of my fault for not paying enough attention to what I buy, but still,
May I make a suggestion?
go on.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get a helmet. You want to put a little fishing rod on the end, so just a very small one, so you can dangle something in front of your face.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You want to attach the Twinkie to that, and you want to run on a treadmill until you catch it.
That doesn't solve the issue.
No, but it's funny.
I mean, yeah, I would do it just for the novelty of it.
Just whatever you do, do not look up.
But the thing is, I don't really feel like eating it, so that wouldn't be very good as a motivation. Now, if you put a, let's think, like a flake or crunchy bar or Tato crisps, which is basically the Irish version of Walkers, then I would be.
That's Lay's for you American folk.
Yeah, or Lay's. Oh, come on, who's gonna America? What? Does the place even exist? I've never heard.
I don't know. I don't know. I keep hearing people say that Britain doesn't exist, so maybe that's just America.
I mean, I've never
Where
heard of
am
an America.
I'm lost. I don't know where I am.
But
Floating over the ocean, apparently.
but that
Oh, no.
that was my only side tangent. I guess I could also say my favorite energy drink is Iron Brew Energy, and I bought 2 new ones and I have them in the fridge, so I'm very pleased with that.
I am Brew.
Yes. But let us not dilly-dally anymore. I did do my obligatory rant of.
Okay, but aren't
relevance?
your rants normally supposed to be in the games that we played?
That's right. Now we're going to be
I
talking about
do
the.
have one. Oh,
Go on, Lewis.
I do have one question.
Okay, you can ask your question.
When you was buying the Twinkies
Mhm.
and you thought there was 5 instead of 10,
Yeah.
was you drink?
Was I drink or drunk? I wasn't drunk. I very
But
rarely
was-
drink.
Oh,
In fact, Gary, you know how we did the New Year's the New Year's episode of the podcast?
You mean the first one? How could I forget?
Was that the first one?
yeah.
Yeah, it was the first one.
Holy crap. It's almost been a year then.
We've come a long way since then.
Well, the thing is, I had a bottle of vodka, and I was drinking of it. Well,
I actually forgot about that because it's been so long.
well, I still have that bottle of vodka almost entirely full. I haven't drunk a single time of it since then. So it's been about 8 months. So that's an indication
Yeah, we're
of...
nearly entering the 9th.
Yeah. I mean, I do know you're right. It's basically 9 months because like a day or two.
You're just waiting for it to. You're just waiting to see it born.
Yeah.
You're a good dad, Danny.
I would be a terrible father, and you know it.
So would I, but that's not why we're here.
No, that's true. That's for...
Why are we?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I think Lewis would be a good father. He's got a doggo, and he protects the doggo.
Doggo made me bleed today.
Oh god, what did doggo do?
Dog had claw in me by
Oh.
accident. They do need clipping, which will be done on the 1st of September.
When you take your dog out for a walk, is it usually on the streets or where there's like grass and stuff?
Mixture.
Okay, see that'll probably explain. My dog, when I had my dog, we never took her to any places with grass except the garden because we live like in the city, so there isn't that many grass places. I've never seen a dog park in my entire life. But
Wow.
the good thing about that is we didn't have to clip her nails until she was very old, because she would scrape them down on the
On the path.
on the path. But when she got old, then she couldn't walk as much. That's when they got longer and they had to be clipped.
Yeah, I remember Gary's dad telling me to take her for a walk on the path more.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If the dogs walk on paths more, the nails are like filed down, basically like files. So that's why my dog's nails didn't have to be cut for the most of her life. But I think it was when she became like 14 or 15 where her nails started to get longer and longer, and then she died when she was 17. So
long life.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
Talk about dogs is making me think, should I look out the garden and try to remember where mine is buried?
I mean, I can see where mine is buried because we have like a very neat grave with rocks ritualistically put around. And for some reason, a tree has sprouted where we buried her, so...
Oh my god, that dog is coming back as a tree.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I guess, I mean, I think it's a nice thing that she,
wow.
like...
You know what you gotta do? You know what you gotta do?
What?
You gotta, like, when that tree is formed, you want to make sure that you scrape some skin on that formed tree and then say, wow, I guess the dog's bark was worse than its bite.
I mean, right now it's a sapling, so it's like... I didn't even recognize it as a tree until my mother was like, no, that's definitely a tree. And then I looked at the leaves and like, oh yeah, it is. But
yep, that's my bit for the day.
Yeah, but enough about doggos and life.
We've gone off topic.
Yes, already.
I don't know.
We haven't even started the topic, technically.
Yeah.
We haven't even started the games we've played.
I know. I tried. Look, I tried to. I set my Twinkie rant, and then Lewis was like, one more question. And then we got into like parents, and I was like, Lewis would be a good parent. So now we're going to stop this and talk about the games we've played this week. Now, Lewis, you said you had one. Oh, wait, no, you had one question.
I did ask a question.
Now, who would like to start with the games they've played this week? How many games have you played, Lewis?
I'd probably say 2.
Gary, how many have you played? Just since
the last recording, I've lost count.
Okay. So
I don't even remember what all of them are.
So I think I think we should start with Lewis, then me, and then Gary. So basically, yeah. So it's the shortest, the least amount, and then onward.
Well, mine are going to be short and sweet.
That's fine.
I've stopped playing Call of Duty because I have just sort of got a bit bored of it. Nothing new happening on there, and I've started up playing FIFA.
Oh.
So to all you FIFA hatred, haters. Sorry.
No need to apologize.
Anyway, apart from that, Pokemon Go. Which is yeah.
Now I know there's many FIFAs. So which one was it? Just so I know which picture.
FIFA 19,
Okay,
because that was the last one I bought.
okay, but that's just what I need. So Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go, I done a couple of raids on there with Gary. Well, actually, it's like
Thank
a
you.
two raids, and that we was successful with, which was quite good.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a mosquito. But do
Whack
go
it.
on. I'm trying.
Whack it.
I actually hope you keep that bit in. I think that would be kind of funny.
Yeah, I'd say that's me done.
That was short and sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, the games I've played this week.
Like mosquito thinks your blood is.
I fucking hate mosquitoes. I could go on a rant about that, but I won't. I'll talk about the games I've played. I would like to start off by saying I've played MCC again. So I'm back on the MCC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the challenges, got some new unlocks. Yeah. I mean, that's not much for me to say. I've also been trying to do some of the seasonal challenges again.
Hooray!
There was a challenge for getting sword kills. You get 10 in multiplayer, and you get 1 in, like, if you get a sword kill in multiplayer, you get 10 points. If you get one sword kill in the campaign, you get 1 point. So I obviously chose the campaign, and
Because easier.
yeah. But the thing is, I found a very good loop where on Halo 2, on High Charity in the start, I think it was High Charity, I'm pretty sure, there's a flood with a sword. I kill him, I kill all the others, and then there are 2 flood, like, what are they called? Flood carriers? The big boys.
The ones that put the little spores.
Yeah, I think they're called
they're
carriers. Yeah, there are 2 of them that are like, they're dormant. The AI doesn't really do anything because they just stand on top of a downed pelican. So I kill all the others. I got a checkpoint, and then I had those 2, so I'd kill those 2, and then I'd reload the checkpoint and kill those 2, and I did that until I got all 343 kills. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And I got in a good routine where I could kill them in like less than probably 3 or 4 seconds.
nice.
That reminds me of just farming certain kill types on Reach's challenges.
But that
on
is
the 360.
That is basically what I do with these challenges. Just now I have every Halo game available. So
yeah, it's just that I haven't obviously had to do any challenges for any games other than Reach.
Yeah.
And Halo 4, because that has challenges, but
yeah,
it's less fun.
Yeah. I mean, there's also another challenge that I'm doing where you have to beat nighttime missions on heroic, and of course, my fall to game is always Reach. So I'm doing New Alexandria, which is in the middle of the night.
New Alexandria, best level.
Yeah, I mean, I can do
Fucking love that mission.
I can do that level so quick. I've figured out that there are 3 missions, and then there are like 2 bonus missions. And the longest bonus mission is the one where you have to protect Buck, and the 2 easiest missions are where you have to go to the Synovius sector, basically the one with the hunters and the one with the drones. Those are so quick.
Yep.
I can do those in seconds because you can just run past them all.
Mm-hmm.
But the one in the hospital, which is mostly the first one, but not always, but mostly the first one, is the one that takes longest. Now, I have once or twice been able to run through that one too without killing anything, but that's difficult. So sometimes I just kill everything in that one mission. So, in that one objective.
I think the hospital issue is going to the jammer that you got to shut down. It's pretty enclosed.
Yeah.
So everything will get in your way a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
But when you're returning from it, that area that the jammer itself is in is a very open space. So there's a lot of room to move around in, but there's also a lot of enemies there, which makes it harder to bob and weave.
The thing is, it's the brutes that are an issue, because when you go down there's a lot of brutes, and if you can weave past them, you still have to weave past them when you go back again. But when you go back again, but the thing is, the elites, those jetpack elites, they fly around and stuff. So if you just run past them, they don't usually hit you that much. So you can actually avoid those pretty easily. But and then I also found out that in the last section where you have to destroy all the turrets, 2 turrets are on each phantom. So I usually destroy a phantom before it lays down any of its turrets. So there's just 2 automatically destroyed turrets. So
Good plan.
yeah, I mean every part of that mission is pretty easy except the hospital. But then there's also I can't remember what it's called. Is it Long Night of Solace? The sniper mission?
No, I'm fairly sure you're thinking of Nightfall.
Nightfall, yes, that's the one. That's also the other night mission that I do. So I kind of cycle between those two because it has to be on heroic. So it has.
So you'd rather have a little variety.
Yeah, well the thing is on heroic, I was trying to figure out which mission was the quickest, but now I've forgotten. So, but you have to do that 7 times to get one of the missions or one of the seasonal challenges. So I've been working on that too.
If I could play it with you, I think you and I both know New Alexandria will be the quicker one.
I mean, I think I'm also pretty sure that is the quicker one. I
think the only reason that you have a bit of trouble at the minute is because you're basically doing it on your own.
Well, actually, it's because there's a skip in Nightfall that I can't do. Where you get to the section where you have to protect like a building and Covenant show up. That's the only part I can't skip through. Because you take a forklift and you drive it to the door that you have to open when you've killed everything, and you can basically glitch through it.
Is that around the area of the powerhouse map?
Yeah, that is the powerhouse map.
I remember accidentally doing that skip once.
Yeah, but I just can't do it. I don't know how. I've tried, I've looked up how to do it, but I just can't. So that's the only part that I can't skip. I would actually think that mission would be quicker than New Alexandria if I could do that skip. Because every other part you can just run past. When you have to protect those people in the firefight map, you can just run past them. You don't even have to do anything there. In the first section, I can run past everything. In the last section, I can run past. It's just like that's the only part that makes it slower. But other games I have played. Now let me think. There's obviously XCOM 2. I've played a lot of. I don't remember if I told Gary about it, but I have played a lot of XCOM 2.
I don't think you've told me much. You've like I said when we first met up to speak earlier, this is practically the most we've talked at length since I think since the last recording session, and that was
right before I had to go to the summer house.
Yeah, which was
an entire week. Well, basically, 4 or 5 days of me being gone.
Yeah, but I think like grand total, it's been like 2, maybe 2.5 weeks since we recorded.
Yeah.
Like anything.
That seems right.
Yeah. The thing is, without Chris, it's hard to record things, and the fact that we can't actually play any games together, it's also a bit of a like, thing we have to surpass, because I like to play games. And I would love to play games with you and Chris if we could play games, and Lewis, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if this group could play games like conveniently, I think we'd probably play like most days. I would at least not mind.
I'd try to. I'd probably get interrupted by people turning up when I haven't even said anything about them being allowed to come around or anything. They just decide, you know what, I'm coming around today, and yeah.
I'd probably just be interrupted by a doggo.
Yeah, but people would love that. People love dogs.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
So your interruptions would be enriching.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, I'm trying to think if I've played anything else, but I don't think I have. I was about to play Saints Row the Third once I'm done with XCOM.
Oh man, Danny, I want to play that with you.
I mean, that's a great example of a game that I would like to play with somebody, but impossible. So.
I wish to show followers the ultimate glorious power of the VJJ Slam.
Yay!
But have you heard about the Saints Row remake? They're remaking the first game.
I vaguely saw an advert for it on Twitter.
Yeah.
I have not.
Well, they're remaking that game. I feel like they're remaking a lot of games. They're also doing a remake of Dead Space, which hopefully will be good, but I do not know. So
I'm just hoping that amongst the wave of remakes, we get a remake of Sonic Adventure.
I mean, honestly, it would not surprise me if they did. But if they did, we would have
There's
to
a
also
reason
do.
I'm hopeful for it, and that's because of all of the games in the series that they could choose to remake, there hasn't actually been one. There have been updated ports, and that's about as far as it's gone.
Yeah, like Sonic Adventure DX.
Exactly. Or Sonic Colors Ultimate, which I think is out now.
Hmm.
If not, it's very close to it.
But Gary, now it's your time. Your turn. Sorry.
It's your time to shine.
It's your time to shine about the games you've played this week.
Well, that's a good idea because it's kind of dark in here. Okay. Off the top of my head, I remember that I played Sonic and Knuckles, and for the life of me, and this is funny, in all of the time that I've had to play it in my life, I have only recently found some of the warp rings for special stages, and it blew my mind that it was so easy to find them, and I never stumbled across it because I just never thought to push a set of spikes.
I mean, that
Because
makes
I'm an
sense.
idiot.
I mean, I
To be
wouldn't.
honest, I wouldn't.
No, that's exactly what I was going to say. I wouldn't try to push
Yeah.
spikes. That sounds
No,
dangerous.
they're upright. You'd be pushing them from the side.
Yeah, but still.
You'd basically be pushing a very smooth surface.
I mean, still. I mean, if you in games, sometimes the hitboxes aren't like, I have gone to spikes and stood right next to them and touched them from the side, and then it killed me because, hey, don't touch the spikes.
I will point out that will be a thing that you might notice in Sonic Adventure 2,
Right.
which is jarring.
Oh, great. Ooh, can't wait.
There aren't many spikes in Sonic Adventure 2, so I don't think you have to worry too much.
Okay.
But, okay, as Lewis has pointed out, we've played Pokemon Go. We've done some raids. I have
Mhm.
helped many friends get some Pokemon through raids, which has been great. Adam in particular has benefited. Lewis has benefited. Unfortunately for Lewis's nephew, though, he did not benefit. He used his raid pass without properly interacting with us, and
Yeah.
now
Wasted it.
part of that is on us,
Most of
mainly
it's
you,
on
Lewis,
him.
because he did message you.
Yeah, but most of it is on him.
But
Aw.
most of it is on him for being impatient.
I mean, how old is
Yeah.
he?
14.
Yeah, I can't really blame him for not understanding that. 14 is pretty young. I think.
Oh.
Is it? I don't know. I don't know kids, okay?
He's half my age.
Yeah, but still. Well, actually, I started playing Halo with you guys, like you and Brett, when I was like 13, or 12, or something.
Or 75.
Or 75, yes.
No, I mean, I just remember I was a kid, and then we played the first level of Halo Reach on the campaign, and Gary's like, "This guy's like okay, he's a 13-year-old guy, but he's not screeching. That's pretty cool." And Brett was like, "Yeah, I guess he could join our Xbox Live party," and that was the start of that. So that's
The thing is, and I will never forget this because it's so jarring to me. I am certain that I met you while playing alongside Jason and ended up introducing you to Brett and everything afterwards. Yeah, I remember that. But I remember very specifically the mission we were on was New Alexandria.
the thing is, I'm pretty sure it was the first one. But I mean, how long has it been? It's been like over
How long
10
ago
years.
were you that age?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like
Exactly.
I'm 25 now, so over a
12.
decade.
So there we go.
12 years.
Yeah, so I mean, we could both be wrong. The only part I remember clearly is that interaction where
Fair enough.
Brett was like, "I don't really, fine, I guess," and you were like, "No, it's pretty cool." It could have been we've played earlier with Jason and then that, but it's been a long time.
I think reasonably speaking, it was more of we played with Jason that time, we added you, and then basically played with Brett another time.
Yeah, it could have been. I mean, I really don't remember it super clearly, but we're ranting too much. We gotta keep on.
There we are.
Yes.
Okay, so funny story. I was playing Pokemon Masters earlier, and it's basically just a mobile gacha game where you just get a random Pokemon character and one of their Pokemon as a pair, and you use those for your battles. Now, I thought I'd spice up my summon, because I only had enough gems to make one summon. I
Mhm.
thought I'd spice it up, and I'd just do a little chant before I did this summon. Now, Danny, do you remember that clip I sent you from Mobile Fighter G Gundam?
Yeah.
You know the first part of that, where this hand of mine glows with an awesome power?
Yes.
Its burning grip tells me to grasp victory.
Yeah. Is that basically
Right.
what happened?
Well, basically, I said that more or less word for word.
Oh, yeah.
Then I did the summon, and I got a character that I hadn't yet got, 5 stars, which is the highest rarity for ones you can summon. And it was genuinely so funny, I nearly cried laughing. Just because it was entirely random nonsense for no reason, and it worked out. Commit to your nonsense, kids. That's the lesson here.
Commit to
Beyond
nonsense.
that, yeah, just commit to the nonsense. Beyond that, I've played some Let's Go Eevee, and I have been trying for all of the time that I've been borrowing it from Adam. I want to get a shiny male Nidoran.
Mm-hmm.
I had a chain of 349 regulars. No shiny appeared. And the reason I stopped playing it today is because the one that would have been my 350th escaped and broke the chain.
Perfect timing,
Yeah.
Lewis.
Disappointed in that.
God.
Only other thing I played, at least of memory, is Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3, which has been because I've been watching Mobile Fighter G Gundam. Just because I want to have some glorious, glorious battles with super hammy dialogue.
Oh, yes, you told me about that when you were talking about your I took a shit story.
Ah, yes. Literal toilet humor, but
yeah,
we
I mean,
probably won't discuss that.
Yeah.
you know me. Toilet humor. That is what would you call it? Like below the bar, or what would you say?
Below the belt.
Yeah, below the belt. I am more than willing to go below the belt. You know me. I don't give a shit. So, but let's not discuss that for sake of the audience.
Yeah.
And
We want to preserve some modicum of decency. That's why you edited out the fart of episode 20.
what fart? I don't remember a fart.
I remember a
No,
fart.
you don't. You remember? No. Literal penis monsters.
Oh.
I also edited that out. So
Shame you don't have the clip of Chris saying that.
not well. I mean, it's still on Discord somewhere, so it could probably be tracked down, but I won't do it. But let us. Did you have any more games, Gary?
No. As best I know, that's everything.
Does anybody have any dream futures before I do my dream?
I don't have any.
And nothing's coming to mind here.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll open my notes. Now I'm gonna say choose a number between 1 and 12, but I've already read some of them and I can't remember which ones. So if you choose one I've already read, I'll ask for another one. So, 1 to 11.
I'm just gonna go straight to 12.
No, I misspoke. It was 1 to 11.
Well, then I'm gonna go for 11.
I mean, that's the dream I had today.
Yeah, that's why I'm going for it, because I know you couldn't possibly have spoke about it.
Okay. I mean, it's not that long, so
big brain time.
Okay, dream 11. I have 2 cats, and I'm walking home, and these cats, they act like dogs. You know, like how you walk with a dog and the dog follows you, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Lewis knows very well.
Yeah.
But that's basically how these cats act. So I'm walking home with these 2 cats, which are apparently my cats. And when I get home, there's a tiger outside. And one of the cats panic and run, and the tiger runs after it, presumably to, eat it.
Right.
I grab the other cat and I run inside, and I am distraught because I'm like, this tiger's killed one of our cats. I'm not happy. And I explain this to my parents, and at some point, we find the letter that says somebody had planned this to happen. And the next step is to kill a lady called something that I can't quite remember, but with the last name, like, make her staunch. And then I go to their house, because apparently I know this person, but I don't actually know them. It's like I know of them, like they're like a
Yeah.
neighbor or something.
They're an acquaintance.
Yeah,
You're aware of their presence.
yeah, and that's when it starts to get a bit blurry. And for some reason, I am in a train now. And apparently, that storyline ended at some point in my dream, and I can't remember what happened. But now I'm in a train, and everyone's aliens. But they look like people, but they are aliens.
Are they lizard people?
No, I don't think so. But I don't really
Good.
know.
Went on a train with the government.
So I'm like, okay, they're aliens, and they're going towards a major populated area, so like the inner city. And right now they're like in the country, so I've got to get to the front of the train to stop them, and I have to go past some turrets, and eventually they catch me, and instead of making me an alien or killing me, they're like, you go to the back of the train again. And then I get sent to the back of the train.
So basically, this part was just video game defeat.
I guess so, but
It kind of seems like a mixture of Sonic the Hedgehog game that you're playing, what happened in the recent video that was uploaded, and the other
Versus the episode before it.
but this is where I'm in a train.
It's like you've had a dream of, and it's mixed both of them together.
Were there turrets in that train, Sonic?
There were enemies throwing bombs.
Yeah, but these were like turrets, and I somehow deactivated them or something.
You blew the enemies up on Sonic.
I guess so. I mean, I don't. The thing is, I remember it as it's not so similar to that, but it could be. I mean, the human mind is a weird thing. But I get sent back to the train, to the back, and at this point I'm like, I've lost. Can't really do much. So I sit and I look out the side of the window, and for some reason this is the most vivid part of the train section. I see a Burger King. And it's got like, the wall is completely glass and you can see in, and it's dark now, but it's light inside the Burger King, and it's filled up with people eating.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I wake up. And that's it.
That is the worst type of ending.
I mean, yeah.
Well, no, it isn't, because if you think about it, let's say that Danny ordered something in that Burger King, right? He went to sit down, just about to take a bite, then it ends.
Oh, that's evil.
See, that is worse than the ending he had. At least he didn't order anything and not get to eat it.
Sure.
But yeah, this was an interesting trip.
Yeah, this is a good dream.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's others that are better. I think this one's pretty. Like Dream 5, I think is probably one of the weirdest ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, I'm guessing that one should be for the next episode.
I'm guessing it should be, but...
No spoilers.
No, I won't spoil it. But that is my dream. So, the topic at hand. I'm just going to take a sip of drink.
Fascinating topic, Danny. I can't wait to talk about that sip of drink you just had.
Well, the other topic, other than the drink, obviously, is player tempos, which might sound a bit,
strange to word it that way.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's like it's not a common concept that I hear a lot of people talk about.
Yeah,
but basically, player tempos is just the tempo in which people enjoy playing a game. Now, when I explained it to Gary, I explained the extremes of both extremes of the spectrum. The fastest being speedrunners, who can beat a game very quickly, and then there's my father, who's been playing Dark Souls for the last several months.
I believe when you told me it was 5 months. But
yeah.
I suppose that could have been a ballpark estimate.
Yeah, that is. I don't exactly know how many months, but
I mean, I'm probably on the same level as your father.
Yeah, but he plays it almost every day for many hours.
Yeah, I play it I play games every other weekend.
Yeah, my father plays about every day. So yeah, that's basically the concept of player tempos. And there isn't much to say other than, talking about our player tempos, is what I was thinking. Now, Lewis already did that automatically.
Yeah.
So Lewis is
Yeah, but you
like,
can elaborate on it a little bit.
yeah,
Well, apart from free time, which is limited for me, which is a lot less than you two.
mm-hmm.
When I do play, I generally play about an hour to an hour and a half at a time, and then I'll go have a break for a couple of hours and then go back and do another hour, an hour and a half. It doesn't matter what game, unless it's a new game, which I will probably spend a good part of an entire night, to be honest.
Yeah, a large gaming session.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But
yeah,
that's
I would agree with what you said, that you're
Well-
like a slow tempo.
yeah. I have tried the speed runners, but I prefer to explore. Like most of the games I like are, like, say, Assassin's Creed stuff and obviously Pokemon stuff where you can wander about, enjoy the scenery, or find hidden gems.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but that does make sense. Gary, would you like to talk about yours? Because I have a feeling about yours, but I want it to be confirmed before I say it. So
Okay, so the thing about me is it really depends on the game I'm playing.
okay,
Because to an extent, I like to play through a game and go through everything that the game wants me to do while I'm playing it. So if it's a story-based game, I will try to focus on going through the story. If it's more open world, I'll just have a look around.
Mhm.
But the thing is, I like to try and mesh the concepts to an extent, and it doesn't always work out. Like, for example, I want to try and slow down with playing Pokemon more. And if I do that, I end up over leveled.
yeah,
yeah, that's
And,
not good.
and that makes the rest of the game
Well,
easy to beat.
Which makes
And
it
if I
less
don't do
exciting.
that, and if I don't do that, then I'm just going to go through the game quickly anyway because I'm resourceful in a Pokemon battle.
Mm.
It's a no-win situation for me. I need the game itself to be more challenging. So I need a certain level of challenge that's just not present in the games I get.
I see.
And while I could hypothetically explore wider game options, there's no guarantee I will like those games.
Yeah, and with your lack of income, you can't just like buy a bunch of games and try them out.
Exactly.
Unless you got Steam, of course, where there's if you play a game for less than 2 hours, you can return it.
Danny, we've already discussed this.
I know. I'm pulling your leg. I know that's not possible.
No. I mean, we've already discussed this. My laptop can't record me playing GBA games.
Yeah, I know. It
I
isn't
don't
possible.
think it can handle Steam.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much me.
Okay, well, the thing is, I'm also a bit weird in that. Basically, in a single player game, an example that comes to my mind would be Horizon Zero Dawn, which is like a pretty open world single player game. I play that very slowly because I want to get basically everything. So I'll take my time. I want to see everything. I want to get everything. So I'm slow in that game. But a game like 7 Days to Die, where there's actually no end to it. You could in reality play forever. I have found the most fastest way of getting high leveled or getting good gear that you can. So that's a game I would probably play very quickly, even though in the end I would have played many, many hours. But
So what you're saying is you play that sort of game quickly to up your risk indirectly.
well, I just to upgrade my, just to make the game easier, because the more gear you got, the easier it is. It's just, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but on like average games, where it's like it's a linear level based setting, there's not really leveling. I just played very normally, like a normal amount, because if I played too quickly, I'm like, I didn't really get to enjoy that game. I just sped through it. Or if I played too slowly, I'm like, okay, I'm tired of this game now. I don't want to play it anymore before I finished it. An example
Yeah.
would be Dark Souls,
Yep.
which I've only finished one Dark Souls game, even though I have them all and I've played them all, is because usually I get trapped in grinding, where I'm like, I get to a boss, not grinding.
Ooh.
I I get to a boss, he beats me, I'm like, I need to be more powerful. And then I become too powerful. But then when I'm level 90, I'm like, I don't really want to play the game anymore. I've played 8 hours and it's every day 8 hours for a week now. And I'm like, I don't really feel like playing Dark Souls anymore. So I stop before I finish the game. I could, in reality, speed through it, but I don't really want to. So for me, it's a delicate balance between not going too fast enough for me to not enjoy it, and not going slow enough for me to become bored of the game.
Yeah.
So again, it's also like it's a balance for me in game tempo.
Yeah.
But I can say,
So Danny, I just want to point out real quick. Now you said you get stuck grinding, right?
Yeah.
Now Sonic Adventure 2 has grinding, but I'm sure you will love the grinding Sonic Adventure 2 has. But I don't want to say anymore because that will spoil it for you.
Okay. Okay.
I just want to inject this thought into you because people in the know will know what I mean.
I'll see if I like it or not. But
I'm sure you will.
Okay, I mean, we'll see. If I enjoy it too much, I might play it without recording, just to grind, and then we'll show up for the next recording and I'm, I don't know, level 200 Sonic with epic Sonic gear.
Awesome.
Sonic with a sword, enchanted sword, and a shield.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa.
This
Whoa.
isn't Sonic and the Black Knight.
Okay.
There are no swords.
Okay, wrong Sonic. But yeah, that's basically my game tempo. Now, is there anything else we want to talk about, or should we just we do have like, I would say we got like 5 minutes before we got to start wrapping up. Do anybody have any last rant things they want to rant about? Now's the time to rant them in.
I'm good.
What about you,
I'm
Gary?
not a ranty person.
I am.
Was there nothing random you wanted to say? Just like make animal noises or something? I don't know.
The only animal noise I can make is monkey ones.
Monkey.
Well, I'm looking at your profile picture right now. You're literally just a smiling monkey.
Yeah.
I like that picture.
It
wait.
shall stay forever.
Actually, Danny, I forgot to mention there was a. Now you remember your Discord profile picture a while ago was that
Seal.
awkward seal,
Yeah.
and there was a picture I found that is very much the same thing, but different, and I've just sent it to you. So have a look.
Oh. Yeah.
It's the same picture, but it's of the Pokemon.
I would say it's not smiling enough. It was a smile that got me. That damn smile.
Well then, Danny, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're just going to have to do this.
Oh God, I will have to just deal with it. But
Sfeel with it. That second one is a Sfeel.
Sfeel.
He's a very round boy.
He is very round. Now I'll have to put that picture in. But any
I
words
think you'll
of
have to put in both. People need to see these.
I'll put them both in.
Yeah.
But anybody got any words of wisdom they like to share?
No. The reason why I asked you was if you was drink is there's a good reason behind this.
Okay, go on.
Yes.
And Gary knows this. It's because once on New Year's Eve, his dad handed me a beer, and I downed it within the 10-second countdown.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and after that, like, I got myself together, and then went and turned to Gary and went, "I think I'm drink." When I meant, "I think I'm drunk."
Wait.
The thing is, right after he said it, he couldn't even keep a straight face because it was pointed out, and he was just, "Oh God, I did say that, didn't I?"
Yeah.
I mean,
And he just laughed at it.
wait, had you been
Yeah.
drinking before then?
No, that was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah,
His first drink of the year was basically before the year.
Yeah, I think it was where I downed it. It went straight to my head instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ever since then, if someone is drunk, we don't say, "Are you drunk?" We say, "Are you drink?"
Well, that's good to know for when New Year's
Yeah.
comes and I drink again because it's
And I ask
obligatory.
you if you are, and I ask you if you are drink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gary, any words of wisdom?
Yeah, I got a set.
Okay.
So if you're playing a game, what you want to do is you want to try to find the right balance that really suits you. Because if you don't take in the game, realistically, why are you playing it? What are you getting out of it?
Nothing.
Exactly. You're just in this box that you don't need to be in.
That is so wise. So wise.
My no box.
Well, I guess my words of wisdom is go on to Halo MCC, go into firefight, give yourself infinite ammo and an assault rifle, and then start shooting and make the controller vibrate, and then put it up your bum. Life hack.
Danny,
Yes?
not everyone has MCC. What do they do?
I don't know. Use Xbox. They also vibrate the controllers when you use Xbox and PlayStation. You know, just use whatever controller you have, except the Nintendo 64 controller. That one's weird. Don't put that anywhere.
It's a crossbow.
I know exactly. That's weird.
You know that there's a feature on the Switch where you can just not even need to play a game. You can literally just make your Joy-Cons vibrate for no good reason.
Good. They know what I'm talking about down there in Nintendo.
I knew that was coming.
Nintendo knows what's up. People's bums. But on that,
That's why they made it a stick.
I know. Oh god, let's stop before we get demonetized. Thank you everybody for listening to this episode of the 3GN podcast. I've been your host. Remember to like, subscribe, ding the bell button.
Follow us on
Twitter. Go to the Discord.
Retweet stuff. Favorite.
Post cringe. Watch Star Wars.
Yeah, if you post cringe, don't worry, I'll be the only one who fucking sees it.
Yeah. But on that note, goodbye.
Farewell.
Bye-bye.